Today we're talking with the deputy editor of 5280 Magazine, Cara McDonald, and thanks for being with us. I want to talk about marketing in general when it comes to real estate, and obviously there's a lot of people putting a lot of time, energy, and money in internet. Is print competing, having a difficult time competing with the internet products?
A lot of print is. Something that we're seeing in magazines, specifically regional magazines, however, is that it's having the opposite effect. The internet is really competing with more of the daily and the newsprint and the weekly. Magazines, lifestyle regional magazines, have actually seen a boom. It's a golden age for them because they are reaching a very desirable target audience.
Some people are saying that it's critical to have your home obviously on the internet because so many home buyers and sellers are either starting their buying process or their selling process on the internet. Agree, disagree?
Agree. I agree. I think if you're looking for that massive where do I start and I want to see a sense of broadly what's out there, that's true. For targeting particular properties, if you have something that is a little more niche or particular, especially if your business is more niche and you know there's a readership out there for it, what we find with our magazine is the purpose is narrowing down choices for people.
You sit in a lot of meetings, and those are, discussion groups and focus groups, and what are we going to do next, and what's going to be the next big thing, and of course, realtors want to know, what's going to be my next avenue for advertising?
Well, we have, as the web has come into prominence, we've panicked in the publishing industry across the board. People have said, oh, now we have to turn to the web. Well, we haven't seen that pan out exactly in the last 7 or 8 years, and we've really maintained a steady attention to the print because it has a different impact, a different longevity, a different reach than the online. But we are certainly not ignoring online. It is an important and developing part of our business and our reach, and it's definitely something to reckon with.
Yeah, I mean, I just, everything I go to, everything I see, everything's turning to video. And it's video on your phone, and it's video over here, and it's video on your iPod, it's video everywhere. I mean, it's like all-consuming now.
Yeah, but let me make a point about that. I mean, I am technologically mediocre. I tend to get a little bit overkill with certain things like that, with the YouTube, with the 3 phones and the 3 different, email accounts. Yeah. I think one of the reasons why certain kinds of print magazines have been successful recently is that they are not that. They do act as a filter, and they are an experience that readers are able to focus on. We know that people sit with magazines in general and do spend time, so they are processing that information. They aren't just clicking through it and it vaporizes off and disappears. They will come back and refer.
This is a discussion we have in the office, every once in a while, and it's biggest mistakes that realtors are making in their advertising, and this can go to print because the debate is, well, how creative is the ad versus how many people are we reaching? Is it reach or is it creativity?
I think that depends a little bit on the property. I think really savvy readers can smell cheesy creativity or rhetoric. But I do think what they really like is when an ad speaks to them aesthetically and when it speaks to them intelligently.
Real estate forecast for 08.
Quiet. I think it's going to be quiet until the spring. I think we need somebody who's going to be potentially in the market. Myself, I'm really waiting for some of these mortgage rate adjustment things to settle people down, to get through the holidays and see how that goes. I think cautious. I mean, just having seen some of the reports, we're down 3% in the metro area. But I'm in the central Denver area, and I'm optimistic about that because what I know about where I live is people want to be there, and it's a community that continues to grow.
Cara, thanks so much. Great being with you.
My pleasure.
Good information.
Find more real estate videos at brokeriptv.com.